Every morning I meet people who've done everything right. They drink their water, eat clean, take their pills, and yet their blood tests keep showing those rising creatinine numbers. It's a quiet fear, isn't it? You do all you can, but your kidneys still seem to slip away, one checkup at a time. You might even feel that fatigue in your bones, that swelling in your ankles, that fog that makes simple things harder. But what if I told you that the first hour of your morning, the moments before the world fully wakes, could hold the key to protecting your kidneys? That three small morning habits can turn the tide, helping your body lower creatinine and restore filtration naturally. I'm Dr. Brian, and welcome to Channel Vital Science for Seniors. Today, we'll rediscover what your mornings can do to heal the most overlooked organ in your body. When the first light spills through your window, your kidneys are already stirring, quietly preparing to filter the river of blood that's been resting overnight. But here's something most people don't realize. Your kidneys have their own clock. They listen to the sun, and when you step outside and greet that morning light, you're not just soaking up warmth, you're giving your kidneys their daily cue to heal. I remember Margaret, a retired librarian from Ohio. When she first came to see me, her creatinine had crept up to 1.8. She was meticulous with her diet for kidney disease. Low salt, low protein, even counting every ounce of water. But her numbers refused to budge. What changed wasn't another pill or restrictive meal plan. It was sunlight. Each morning between 8 and 9 a.m., she'd sit on her porch with her tea, sleeves rolled up, letting the gentle sun touch her skin. Within 2 months, her energy rose, her swelling eased, and her labs began showing a slow but steady improvement. Here's why that happened. When sunlight, particularly ultraviolet B rays, reaches your skin, it sparks the creation of vitamin D3. Think of it as a rough sketch your body draws. Your kidneys then take that sketch and refine it into a masterpiece, the active form called 1,25-dihydroxyvitamin D. This isn't just a bone vitamin. It's a hormone that tells your kidneys how to manage calcium, phosphorus, and inflammation. Three forces that decide whether your kidney cells heal or break down. A 2012 study from the Mayo Clinic showed that people with low vitamin D levels had much faster kidney decline. It's not surprising. Without enough of it, the filtering units inside the kidney, called nephrons, become inflamed, swollen, and less efficient at clearing waste. Imagine trying to strain muddy water through a torn sieve. That's what happens when inflammation takes over. But sunlight does more than build vitamin D. It sets your body's rhythm, your circadian beat, which tells your kidneys when to filter most effectively. Morning light is gentle but potent. Between 8 and 10 a.m., ultraviolet rays are strong enough to activate vitamin D without harming your skin. Later in the day, the same rays can burn instead of heal. Some people tell me, Dr. Brian, I live where the sun hides most of the year. I smile and say, so did Margaret. Cloudy, Ohio. Even under an overcast sky, your body absorbs diffuse UVB light. And if your blood work shows low vitamin D, your doctor can guide you towards supplements or foods like wild salmon, egg yolks, or fortified milk. It's not about chasing the sun. It's about giving your body the signal it's built to receive. Let's also address something crucial. Sunlight lowers blood pressure naturally. When ultraviolet light touches your skin, it releases nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes your blood vessels. High blood pressure is the enemy of kidney health. Every heartbeat sends a little surge of force into those tiny vessels inside your kidneys. When that pressure stays too high for too long, it damages the delicate filters, forcing creatinine to rise. A few minutes of morning sun gently widens those vessels, easing the strain. The beautiful thing about this habit is how simple it is. 10 to 20 minutes outdoors, ideally with arms and face uncovered. Skip the glass. It blocks the UVB rays you need. If it's winter, even standing by an open doorway where sunlight hits you directly can make a difference. Think of it as medicine written not on a prescription pad, but across the sky. Margaret calls her morning sunlight her vitamin of hope. And I think she's right. There's something deeply healing about starting your day connected to the same light your body evolved to respond to. Your kidneys are listening to that rhythm, And when you honor it, they begin to restore balance from within. When we wake, our blood moves like a slow river, calm, a little sluggish, waiting for a reason to flow again. That first stretch, that deep breath, is your body's way of asking, are we ready to move? For your kidneys, the answer matters more than you might think. Your kidneys are like two devoted workers sitting at the end of that river, quietly filtering waste from every drop that passes through. But when circulation is slow, their workload doubles. Less oxygen, fewer nutrients, and a backlog of toxins waiting to be processed. Gentle movement in the morning doesn't just wake you up, it wakes them up too. I once met George, a 72-year-old retired school principal, who came to me after his creatinine rose to 2.0. Doc, he said, I walk in the evenings sometimes, but mornings are for coffee and the news. He looked tired even though he wasn't sick in the usual sense. His legs felt heavy, his ankles puffed up by noon. We started small, 10 minutes of movement after breakfast. Not jogging or gym workouts, just walking up and down his driveway, circling his garden, a few stretches with soft breathing. Within 3 weeks, he noticed something remarkable. His energy returned. He was urinating more regularly and his blood pressure, once stubbornly high, began to ease down. The reason is simple physiology. Movement, especially low to moderate intensity, pumps oxygen-rich blood through your kidneys, helping them do their filtering job more efficiently. Think of it as cleaning out a dusty air filter. When air or blood moves freely, the system clears faster. It also helps reduce the buildup of muscle waste products that can falsely raise your creatinine. You see, intense workouts can make the body break down muscle tissue, releasing creatine and creatinine into your bloodstream. But gentle, rhythmic activity does the opposite. It promotes circulation without strain, keeping your creatinine readings steady or even lower over time. A study in Clinical Kidney Journal by Villaniago and colleagues in 2020 found that people with early chronic kidney disease who engaged in light, regular exercise not only improved kidney function, but also reported higher life satisfaction. They didn't push harder, they moved smarter. Their protein levels in the urine, a key sign of kidney stress, actually went down. For older adults, morning movement is particularly powerful because it works with your body's natural rhythms. After a night of rest, your blood volume redistributes, some pools in the lower body, and circulation slows. Gentle motion gets that flow going again, sending oxygen and nutrients back toward your kidneys. That's why morning walks, Tai Chi, or slow yoga are so beneficial. They activate circulation at the time your kidneys are primed for it. It's not about sweating, it's about awakening. A 10-minute brisk walk, a few slow stretches while holding the edge of a chair, or even mindful breathing while lifting your arms overhead. These small acts send a signal that life is moving forward again. If you can, pair it with your sunlight time. Step outside, stretch, and let both light and motion work together. George now calls his morning routine his silent therapy. He puts on old jazz records, moves gently to the rhythm, and tells me it's the best medicine he's ever had. And it doesn't cost a dime. That's the beauty of this habit. It's accessible, forgiving, and powerfully healing. So tomorrow morning, before your coffee, before the day rushes in, take a few minutes to move. Let your body's river flow again. Your kidneys are waiting for that wake-up call. Picture your kidneys as two quiet workers who never rest. All night long, they've been filtering blood, balancing minerals, and managing waste. But while you sleep, your body loses water through breathing and sweating, even in cool rooms. By the time you wake, your bloodstream is thicker, a bit like syrup. The first thing your kidneys crave isn't caffeine or food, it's simple: water. When you drink that first glass in the morning, ideally warm or room temperature, you're sending relief straight to those overworked filters. Water helps restore circulation, thins the blood just enough to ease filtration, and gently lowers creatinine levels by helping the kidneys flush out waste more effectively. It's one of the simplest, most overlooked remedies for kidney health. I think of Lila, a 68-year-old former florist who came to see me after years of borderline kidney function. I drink plenty of water during the day, she told me, but mornings are for my coffee. Her lab work showed mild dehydration, Not dangerous, but enough to make her kidneys work overtime. I asked her to make one change. Drink 2 cups of water before her morning coffee, one right after waking, one 15 minutes later. Within a month, her creatinine dipped slightly, her skin looked brighter, and she told me her mind felt clearer in the mornings. Her kidneys had simply been thirsty. Studies confirm what Lila experienced. Research from Australian and Canadian universities found that people who maintain steady hydration throughout the day, especially early, have lower creatinine levels and slower progression of chronic kidney disease. Another study by Tarabai and colleagues in 2023 discovered that even small increases in morning and nighttime fluid intake improved kidney filtration rates without straining the system. Hydration isn't about flooding your body, it's about balance. The trick is mindfulness. Start your day with 1 or 2 cups of water at a gentle pace. Not chugged, not forced. If you prefer, squeeze in a bit of lemon. The citric acid helps prevent kidney stones by binding with calcium before it can form crystals. Follow that with water-rich fruits. Slices of watermelon, cucumber, or a handful of berries. They hydrate while offering antioxidants that protect your kidney cells from oxidative stress, the rust that ages them prematurely. As your day continues, let your urine color be your guide. Pale yellow means your body's happy. Dark yellow signals dehydration. Clear urine could mean you're drinking too much too quickly. Overhydration can actually dilute important electrolytes like sodium, which your kidneys rely on to function properly. Aim for steady, balanced intake, not gulping gallons all at once, and a gentle word of caution. Many people reach for coffee or tea before anything else in the morning. While 1 cup won't hurt, caffeine acts as a mild diuretic, pulling water from your system before your kidneys have had their morning refresh. So, hydrate first, always. You'll find that coffee actually tastes better afterward because your taste buds are awake and balanced. One more thing to consider. Breakfast choices. High-protein meals like large portions of eggs or meat can temporarily raise creatinine because your body metabolizes protein into waste products the kidneys must filter. Pair your hydration with lighter options, oatmeal, fruit, or whole grains, foods that support kidney-friendly energy without overwhelming filtration. Lila once told me, that first glass of water feels like forgiveness. I think she meant that her mornings had shifted from rushing and depletion to calm nourishment. And truly, mindful hydration is an act of kindness toward your body. You don't need fancy detox drinks or supplements, just clear, clean water, and the awareness to start each day with gratitude for what your kidneys quietly do for you. Timing is nature's quiet teacher. Your kidneys don't work the same way at midnight as they do at sunrise. In the morning, cortisol levels rise, not to stress you, but to wake your body's systems. Sunlight synchronizes that rhythm, improving vitamin D activation. Gentle movement jumpstarts circulation when your blood is thickest from rest, and hydration restores the fluid lost overnight, giving your kidneys the volume they need to filter efficiently. Do the same habits later in the day, and their impact fades. Morning hours are when your body is most ready to heal. It's biology's open window. Even the best intentions can backfire if your mornings begin with the wrong moves. Many people skip breakfast, not realizing that an empty stomach forces the body to break down muscle for energy, raising creatinine levels in the process. Others reach for coffee before water, dehydrating the kidneys before they've even started their day's work. Sitting for hours right after waking keeps blood stagnant, starving the kidneys of oxygen, and chronic stress or poor sleep quietly inflame the vessels that feed them. Healing starts with awareness. Small corrections in the morning can undo years of unnoticed kidney strain. These habits are for anyone who's watched their creatinine climb year after year and wondered why nothing seems to help. They're especially powerful for those in the early stages of kidney disease, where small changes make the biggest difference. If you live with diabetes or high blood pressure, your kidneys carry an extra burden, and these gentle morning rituals lighten that load. Adults over 50 naturally lose some filtration power each decade, so prevention becomes protection. Even those taking kidney-stressing medications like metformin can benefit. Still, always check with your doctor before making adjustments. Your kidneys deserve careful guidance. Healing takes time, not perfection. Within 2 to 4 weeks, many notice brighter mornings, steadier energy, clearer thinking, and less puffiness around the eyes or ankles. Around the 4 to 8 week mark, lab results may begin to reflect the quiet progress your body has already felt. Slightly lower creatinine, better hydration markers, improved blood pressure. Think of it as tending a garden. The soil improves long before the first blossom appears. The key is consistency, not intensity. Even 5 days a week can create change. Trust that your kidneys remember every gentle effort you make on their behalf. So here's the truth your kidneys have been waiting for you to hear. Healing doesn't always come in pills or procedures. Sometimes it begins with sunlight, movement, and water. Morning sunlight builds your body's vitamin D armor. Gentle motion awakens circulation, and mindful hydration flushes away what burdens your kidneys. Together, they form a rhythm of restoration. Start tomorrow. Step outside, stretch, sip, and breathe. Simple acts that whisper life back into your body. If this message brings you hope, share it, comment relief, and remember, your kidneys may be quiet, but they are always listening.